Jackson Cantwell is the craziest athlete we've ever seen in an offensive line recruit. Here's what you need to know about him before he even takes a snap in college. We have never seen a recruit like Jackson Cantwell. He is regarded as the best in the 2026 class. Ryan, what do folks need to know about this kid? Because he is insanely talented.
I've never seen anything like him, Joe, and I've been following recruiting for a pretty long time at this point. He's 6'7", he's 300 pounds, but he's one of those 300-pounders that doesn't look fat, right? Like, he's just a massively built young man. He's got kind of that country look to him, and he brings everything to the table that you want out of an outstanding offensive tackle prospect. He's got length, he's got physicality, he's got movement skills, he's got great flexibility. There really just isn't a hole in this kid, and at such a young age, he is just a naturally advanced player that has a chance to be special.
It's almost hilarious. Actually, it's not almost. It is hilarious watching his highlights. I appreciate the creativity of using the most daunting music that he could have placed on his highlights on Huddle, and he's just throwing kids. Those poor kids that he was going up against are coming out of math class, getting ready and learning that they have to go up against this player and knowing what is going to be inflicted on him. I'm sure that those were some brutal Fridays and Saturdays that they had to deal with. There are plays, Ryan, where he'll see a linebacker and the play's basically over. He'll just give him a little shove with one arm and that kid goes flying. I have never seen something like this. Not only is he a good athlete, but the power generation from a prospect, the ease from a player who was a junior. We're not even talking about a senior coming out. He's got another year of high school football. He is worth every penny that he is going to command right now in this NIL market.
No, he is, and he is a kid that the first time I saw him, it was during his sophomore year, so it was sophomore highlights that I was watching, and even at that point, Joey, like, you knew, dude, like, you knew. I have not seen an offensive lineman this good on the high school level. Just haven't seen it. He could live off of just being as powerful as he is, but he isn't just power. He's flexibility. He's movement skills. He's got great foot quickness. Like, he could play left tackle, right tackle, guard. Like, it doesn't matter where you end up putting Jackson Cantwell. This kid's a can't miss recruits. Like, this is one of those rare players that you watch every year, because there's busts like there is in the NFL draft space. There's busts. There's risers. There's all those types of things. Jackson Cantwell is a can't miss recruit in the 2026 class.
For context of how he's regarded across the industry, he is a 5-star on 3, has him as the number 1 overall recruit, offensive tackle in the state of Missouri, just number 1 overall recruit. He's listed at 6'7.5", 305. This was a really funny stat that I pulled from an article on him. 158 pancake blocks. I appreciate the attention to detail to track that metric, because he was probably doing it so much that it was worth keeping track of that number in order to put in a context of how dominant he is. He also reportedly has a 500-pound bench press as a high school junior. So this is raw of all raw athletes that is so dominant and is able to generate so much force that he dominates on a consistent basis. He also has a pretty interesting background with his parents and his impact in shot put.
Yeah, obviously for Nixon, Missouri, and he is a track and field athlete as well as being a dominant football player. And he, Joe, is one of the best shot putters that you will find as well. For context purposes, in high school, they throw a 12-pound shot put, and in the Olympics, they throw a 16. In college, they throw a 16. So he's throwing a 12-pound shot put, but he's throwing it nearly 74 feet as a high school junior. And for more context, he actually has competed with a 16-pound shot put in high school, and he did over 69 feet with a 16-pounder as well. So, like, this dude, if he just wanted to, if he didn't want to play football, he could be an Olympian someday. I have full confidence that he could be an Olympic shot putter, and it makes sense when you consider both his mom and his dad were Olympians themselves. So this young man, if he doesn't work out on the football field for whatever reason, I think we're probably going to see him in an Olympic uniform someday as well.
One of the things that's been talked about is he might even consider throwing in college, which I don't know the level of preparation that goes into it. The strength training is already a part of football. So, like, I don't know how much actual, like, real work needs to go into him being at practice every single day for the track and field team, wherever he's playing. But I would love for him to compete, because it'd be hilarious to have a dual sport Olympian and then a guy who's one of the highest paid offensive linemen in the NFL. That would be one of the coolest things that we could see. We always root for the dual sport, the dual athlete stuff. So that would be super intriguing. Folks, comment below. What do you hope to see from Jackson Cantwell in college? Hit that like button and subscribe. We'll talk to you later.